Hello and welcome back to TNI-UK Impacted, episode 219. Coming to you live by the Total Non-Stop Impact Network on YouTube and Twitch. And if you listen on the go, then we're also available on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you listen to your favourite shows. I am, of course, your host, Bison, and today I am joined by the man coming to us for the void of his own brain, of course, the Joker. Hello, mate. You all right?
I'm okay, thank you. How are you?
I'm not bad. I'm not bad at all, mate. I'm feeling much, much better. I was terrible last week. I had that blooming virus thing that was going on. Wasn't good last week at all, but feeling much, much better today. And of course, obviously, unfortunately, Ace couldn't join us last week, which was a real shame. But I'm sure Simon's got something in mind for us very, very soon. So bear with us. I'm pretty certain something's going to happen very, very soon. Okay. Hello, Courtney. Nice to see you.
Hello, Courtney. Nice to see you.
Yes.
You were missed last week.
Who else have we got in? Joe?
At the moment, it's just Courtney. I can see in the chat. I've not got YouTube open or anything, so.
No, Mir's normally here straight off the bat. That's weird.
Christ, hope I haven't scared him off with all the glitches last week. Hope that's not scared him away.
That must have been it.
We need Mr. Autocorrect.
We do. We need autocorrect.
Evening, Gibster. How you doing?
Gibster's here. The Gibster. Nice to see you, bud. Thanks for joining us bright and early, top of the show. Actually, you're getting earlier and earlier these days. I sometimes used to come in about halfway through, didn't you? But you certainly getting closer and closer to the start of the show these days, which is good to see. So we really, really appreciate it.
How you doing, mate?
And Mir's made it.
Yeah.
He's here. Bless him. Where's the Chris Bay hater? No, he's not here today. Unfortunately, he couldn't get back in time, so he's not going to be joining us this week. It's just the two of us. It's the OGs, as they want to call it. The OGs are in the house.
Yeah.
Taking it forward, but it's looking good. It's looking good. Right.
One thing, Moose being a big talking point and everything. This week would be 5 years since we uploaded the episode of Moose onto YouTube.
Is that right? That long?
Yeah. So how ironic is that? Moose is like one of the big headline stars, and this being a Moose anniversary date as well.
Yeah. Do you know what? Right, Moose is actually one of my favourite interviews that I've actually done. It was really weird because he was so laid back. It was ridiculous. He was almost laying down. He was that laid back.
Yeah,
brilliant.
And Moose is just chill. You show him respect. He shows you respect. He's
a good man. And look, funny enough,
Bison's representing the Xplosion camp.
Moose. Yeah, this is the T-shirt I was wearing on the UK tour when which one was it? I'm trying to remember which one it was. This is the first one I went to, so it wasn't Glasgow. Where was it?
Manchester.
No, it wasn't Manchester. No, not Manchester.
Must have been before then. Hello, Antonio.
I can't remember where it was. Anyway, the second show. So you went the first show in England. That I went to, Moose was there, and obviously before that I'd interviewed him and stuff, and I was wearing this T-shirt, and I was stood in the queue to go and pick up my Impact Wrestling UK, T-shirt, the one with the Union Jack, the Impact and Union Jack. Don't know if you remember that one.
Oh yeah.
And he came walking past me. He went, "Bison." I was like, "Fuck, it's Moose." Right, and he had his hood up.
Yeah,
he's like, "Bison," and so I turned around, and there he was, fucking 6'5", all 6'5" of him, massive dude. And anyway, the guy next to me in the queue was like looking at me in amazement. He was like, "How the fuck do you know Moose?" It was brilliant. I had a little chat and a little selfie with Moose. It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Oh, fantastic.
But that was quite cool. But it was cool that he noticed me, though. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't. Yeah. I didn't even see him walk past because he had his hood up. Yeah. And he was walking through quite sheepishly. I think he was trying not to get noticed, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But he saw me in that queue, and then that was it. We were off having a conversation. Great. But anyway, moving on. News, rumors, and the TNA Impact recap of the week, and of course, we need to include the NXTNA recap of the week in there. I think I'm going to change that. That's what I'm going to change it to. I'm going to do that right now. NXTNA
Barry's in. How you doing?
Recap of the week. Who we got in the chat?
Barry's coming in. Antonio's in. Somerset Slammer's joined us.
Oh, hey, Slammer, how you doing, bud? So we got quite a few people in the house today, which is fantastic. Right, okay. Joe Henry's food fight. Another edition of that is on Impact Plus. Apologise, got something stuck in the throat there. 2 seconds. Oh, don't know what that was. Anyway, we've got another edition of Joe Henry's food fight. Go and check it out. It's on TNA Plus.
Yeah, Antonio. We'll talk about this in a bit, Antonio. But the partner that they might be like the UK talent in their TNA sites at the moment.
They certainly have, and that is definitely something that I was going to talk about in a second. I'm hoping, I really am hoping, that they take this lad on. Because he was obviously at the tapings. I know you're talking about Deiress, Man Like Deiress. I had been championing this guy for like so long. First time I saw him.
One of the first things you said to me when we went to see him in Coventry is, "You're gonna fucking love this guy."
You are gonna love this guy. Yeah, he was.
His match with Eric Young was just amazing, and he just like had a different atmosphere to him completely compared to everybody else.
He is so good. And you know what I like about him, and this is why I think he'd make a great addition to TNA, is because what TNA do really, really well is they like to diverse. They have a diverse roster. No, we haven't got the same kind of talent. We're not got these generic talents that all sort of kind of intermingle. Everyone has their own unique style, their own thing.
Their own character.
Yes, exactly. And Deiress is no different. He's got his own theme tune that he raps. Yeah. He's actually a musician. He's actually a rapper as well, which is why he's called the Lyrical Dragon. So he's got he raps his own entrance. He got his own sort of kind of urban street look about him. He's all flash. He's actually, he's not big, but he's not small. He's sort of kind of in the middle. He's a similar size, I would say, to Eric Young.
He's beefed himself up a bit more. He's looking in incredible shape. Have you seen any recent?
He is. I would say he was similar size to Eric Young. So he's not small, but he's not big.
He's done a lot of training at the Heart Dungeon with Natalia.
He has,
and Masha Slamovich, which is really good to see.
Yes, he's doing a lot of stuff, and I think TNA are very, very interested in Deiress. So fingers crossed. The thing is with him is, he's an incredible singles competitor, but you've already got his tag partner. Leon's already there. You've got a ready-made tag team. Yeah, that would be amazing. TNA tag champs at some point.
Definitely, it'd be so cool to see him come in. I would love
Boisterous behavior, man. That's so good. They are so good. Anyway, let's get back on track.
Yeah,
we've diversified a little bit. 2 matches set for sacrifice so far. So we've got Masha Slamovich versus NXT Hardcore Jade for the KO Championship. We've also got the Rascalz and Ace Austin taking on NXT's Wesley and, of course, Tyson and Tyriek. This should be a really good match, actually. I think last week on Impact, Tyson and Tyriek actually really impressed me.
They're incredible.
I thought they were a really, really good tag team.
Wow.
They're still a bit green, I think, but they still, especially for big guys, they move extremely well, and they were definitely a little bit difficult for the Rascalz to handle, I think, because of their sheer size. But overall, I think it's going to be a really good match, and I love the fact that we've got these guys pretty much every week at the moment, which is good to see. Now, this past week, we had Elijah and the Colons making their Impact debuts at the top of the show and performing also in the main event. Sean Rossat reported that Elijah had indeed been signed to TNA, but no word on the Colons as of yet. Or neither have they been added to the TNA roster page online either, and we've not had we've not seen the official, Elijah signs or the colon signs or anything like that. I'm hoping that we do in the coming weeks when that comes out. However, Sean Ross Sapp apparently was on that one. He knew exactly what was going on. So yeah, apparently Elijah signed. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm hoping that I walk with Elias. I walk with Elijah. And again, this is a character. This is a guy that I said, literally when he was released on this show.
Yeah, bring him in.
Bring him in. He would be perfect for TNA because of his character. He's perfect. He's got a story built. He's just the look, the everything about him. I mean, is kind of character. It's there already. I couldn't believe that WWE let him go. Like when they did, I couldn't believe they let him go.
It was a shame because he's just incredible. He is so good.
I think he's brilliant, and I'm so glad that he decided to make this set, because it was only a week or so ago prior that he was seen at WWE and at AEW, and everyone was speculating he was going to be joining the Righteous and all that.
Yeah, well, there was rumors that he was signed to Ring of Honor, but I think it was mostly just a couple of appearances at Ring of Honor, because he's had a couple of matches at Ring of Honor, and then he came to TNA.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I'm not saying because someone's saying here, don't quote Sean Ross Sapp reporting his gospel. I agree, and that's why I've added in the bit there that it's not been officially, stated by TNA themselves. It's just it's what was stated by himself. But yeah. I'm totally shocked that they let him go, and I think that he's gonna, if he is signed, I think they can do so much stuff with Elijah. Yeah. I really do. I think he's an amazing talent, and like I said, I've been championing this guy to come to TNA now for a year, pretty much since he was released. I mean, like, this is the guy. We want this one.
Yeah.
Stop the rest. This is the one we want. He can be massive. But anyway. It looks like he's here. Hopefully, it's going to be for a little while. But we'll get to talking about what happened with him, obviously, this past week on Impact a little bit later. NXT TNA news. This past Tuesday, history was made when the TNA X Division Championship was defended on NXT for the very first time. Moose put his title on the line against Lexus King. I forgot what his real name is now, or the name that everyone knows him by. But anyway, Lexus King. After the two were involved in a verbal exchange last week, King put up a fight in his hometown of Cincinnati, but it was Moose who asserted his dominance to score victory. And what an incredible dropkick, taking Lexus to the floor from the top turnbuckle. Wow! I love the Booker T's reaction on commentary on that as well.
Yeah, Moose has got one of the most crisp drop kicks alongside Randy Orton and Jake Crist and Ace Austin. Just picture perfect drop kicks from any height, anywhere.
Just incredible stuff. I loved it. I thought that was brilliant. Booker T loved it. The NXT zone loved it.
Susie's finding Sammy up. Got Sammy next to me, and Susie's
Brian Pillman Jr. There you go. Brian Pillman Jr. That's the name I was thinking of just now. That's correct. Now, after the match, Moose was confronted by NXT champion Oba Femi, who revealed that their highly anticipated showdown had been made official by NXT General Manager Ava. Moose will challenge Femi for the NXT Championship March 11th, and it's not only, it's not only defending. Sorry, he's not only challenging for the NXT Championship on March 11th. It's going to be at Roadblock at Madison Square Garden.
Oh wow!
So
that's like a dream come true for Moose right there. He's always wanted Madison Square Garden was one of his go-to areas if he could go anywhere, and he's now just reached that.
I'd love to see eventually TNA do a pay-per-view at Madison Square Garden. You never know, do you?
You never know. They could do a crossover event at least there.
Yeah, would be cool. That would be really cool. Now I got Oba Femi. I fucking love this guy. I love the way he talks. Right.
Yeah,
he reminds me of Black Panther. Not the one that's I've forgotten his name now. The one that's sort of the leader of the gorillas. I can't remember his bloody name.
Not a clue. I was.
He's like, ooh, ooh. That one. He's so good. He reminds me of Oba Femi. I don't know whether that's kind of the thing that he's going for. I don't know, but anyway, Wakanda forever. That's what I say. Wakanda forever, baby.
Hang on a second. Sammy's just being a bit of a... Stop it.
God. Sammy, stop being a pickle.
Yeah.
He's probably looking for Mance.
He's looking for looking for Susie.
Yeah. Nah, he's looking for Mance. That's what he's looking for. Right, okay. Yeah. Meanwhile, reigning TNA Tag Team Champions, the Hardys, made their triumphant return to WWE with a victory over the No Quarter Catch crew, while the NXT Tag Team Champions, Xplosion, watched on. I think they made mincemeat of them, basically. And thank God they did. They looked good. I thought Jeff looked good as well, to be honest. Jeff was looking strong. We know that he was very tentative in his first few matches with TNA. But I think he started to loosen up. He started to get a little bit more...
focused under the pressure again.
Maybe. Yeah. I think it's more... He's feeling comfortable. I think he feels comfortable in the ring again. Now he's got that sort. He's got a bit more time back in the ring. I think he looks like he's feeling more comfortable, which is really, really good. And I just hope they just don't need him to take any silly chances.
Yeah,
just stay in the ring. Top turnbuckles, all we need. Nothing stupid like jumping off 50-foot ladders. That sort of shit. We don't need none of that. Just get in there and have a great match. Have a good story told in the match, and enjoy yourself. Enjoy it. But anyway, what's Mayor saying there?
I'm not sure who Miles Bourne is. I think he might be someone in NXT. I'm not sure.
Okay, no, that's cool. Now, following a war of words between the Hardys and Xplosion over who is the best tag team in professional wrestling today, I like the whole kind of like the we are the best now, and these are the best of all time, and all this kind of stuff. Loved all that stuff. So there's a lot of show of respect as well. It wasn't really a war of words; it was more of a respect thing. I quite liked it. Director of Authority Santino Marella made his blockbuster match official on March 11th. On March 11th, again at Roadblock, the NXT tag team titles will be not the NXT, sorry, the TNA tag team titles will be on the line against Xplosion.
This is going to be amazing. Oh,
incredible stuff. I love the way he says Xplosion.
The Hard Boys and Xplosion.
The Hard Boys and Xplosion. Yeah, I love it. Anyway, really good. I think he called it. He said roadblock. Loved it. But good to see Santino getting a big pop as well from the NXT crowd.
Oh, everybody loves Santino,
which I thought was also very, very cool for him. Brilliant. Now, TNA Wrestling comes to the Bren Events Center in Irvine, California on Thursday, May 1st for TNA IMPACT Live, followed by IMPACT TV tapings on the Friday, May 2nd. Tickets went on sale today for the TNA Plus subscribers, and officially they go on sale on the 28th of Feb. Again, more live impacts. I'm all over this. It doesn't look like we're going to get one in April, or is it March? I don't think we're going to get one in March, but we might be getting one in April and May by the looks of it. So, but anyway, all good. They're continuing to throw us the odd live impact, which I think is brilliant. Very exciting stuff in California as well. I love the confused NXT fans on Twitter complaining he doesn't know the team names.
It's when Santino Marella is getting all the team names wrong. All the WWE fans didn't understand. I was like, Santino's gimmick is getting all the names wrong.
Yes,
everyone was like, "What the fuck's up with him?"
Yeah, what's going on? That's the whole point, you numpties. Right, okay. TNA
That's disgusting.
That's disgusting. The TNA Impact recap. Here we go. Things kick off with Joe Hendry Encore Championship concert as he reflects on his reign as TNA champion and competed in the WWE Royal Rumble. Hendry, of course, is interrupted by the Colons, who are making, of course, their TNA debut. The Colons, of course, are the former WWE Epico and Primo tag team. Great tag team.
Carlito?
Yeah, where's Carlito? Yeah, that's right. That's true. Maybe they'll bring him back. Although actually, he's back on Raw, isn't he, Carlito?
He's on Raw. So they were just taking the piss out of them because Carlito was running with them when they were on NXT as well.
That's right. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing with the Colons. People are like, oh, blah blah blah. Now these guys from Puerto Rico, if I'm right, I don't think they're not Mexican. They're Puerto Rican, I believe.
Yeah.
But I think it's really cool. I mean, is there a possibility that TNA might be looking to go to Puerto Rico at some point this year?
It would be pretty cool if they could. They got Mike Santana and Tasha Steele represent a lot of companies down there too, Puerto Rico and Latin America and that. So
that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Are they bringing the Colons in because they're possibly heading down there and they need a couple of people to they need a couple of Puerto Rican talents to hopefully draw a few people in.
I mean, of course, it's just good to see them after they left WWE too.
I agree. Now, Eddie and Orlando Colon are about to deliver a 2-on-1 assault to Hendry when the lights go out. It's Elijah making his TNA debut. Now, I love the way they did this because the lights went out and then you had like, ring.
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought that was brilliant. That was so well put together. The lights go out, the guitar strums, ring, and it was in the. I don't know if you noticed, but I don't know whether you'd realise this, but the chord or the tuning of the guitar is very like Latin American. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
The actual was very like like when you see a cowboy movie, it's kind of like that kind of tone. So I really like that. I thought that was really cool. Anyway, so he comes down. I like he was going into he was playing the guitar along to the crowd singing and stuff. Oh, it's brilliant. So he comes out. Very big surprise. Director of Authority, Santina Morella keeps the surprises coming tonight. Main event is going to be Joe Hendry and Elijah versus the Colons. It's a very unfortunate name, the Colons, isn't it?
Yeah.
You would have thought they'd have changed that, wouldn't you? But anyway, Hendry and Elijah join forces for an epic concert to finish the segment. We then go backstage and we get Gia Miller interviewing Leon Slater, who is confident as he prepares to battle JDC in a no disqualification match later tonight. Now, again, I thought Leon was really good in this. Like, he's not shying away from his Midland accent either. I don't know whether people are struggling to understand it or what. I don't know. I hope they're not, because I think it's fairly clear.
Yeah.
But to us, it's like, oh yeah, we know that accent. You know what I mean? But I think he sounds great. We're not used to hearing that kind of accent on American TV, are we?
No, I think he's just presenting himself as he is. He's not shying away from anything. So I think it's just great to see Leon Slater as Leon Slater.
Exactly. You get me. You get me, bro. You get me, bro. Yeah, I love it. Anyway, Gia Miller asked the Colons why they targeted TNA World Champion Joe Hendry. The Colons then claim that the likes of Joe Hendry and the Hardys don't deserve to be at the top of TNA. Well, I don't know why they think they should be at the top of TNA. I mean, they've never done anything in TNA. So anyway, but they seem to feel that the people that are at the top don't deserve to be there. Obviously setting up some kind of storyline moving forward. We then get a really great match. I thought this was a good match, as the Rascalz and Ace Austin defeat Tyson and Tyriek. I should say not and with Ace Austin, I should say. Defeat Tyson, Tyriek. After the match, Wesley lays out a challenge for sacrifice. Wesley, Tyson, and Tyriek versus the Rascalz and Ace Austin. That's so we get that match, which we were sort of kind of touched upon earlier.
It was a damn good match. Really good.
It was a good match. I mean, there was some real high flying stuff. There was some
blinking you miss it moments.
Oh mate, and just those guys are just so strong, so big and strong, and they're fast as well, which is incredible.
Scary how fast they can move.
It's a bit like is it Brock Steiner or whatever his name is on WWE? He's so fast. He does that rope to rope thing at like 23 mile an hour or whatever it is.
God.
Yeah, incredible stuff. Anyway, we then get First Class presents the season premiere of the First Class Penthouse. AJ Francis, of course, and Casey Navarro introduced their star-studded list of guest influencers, including Noel Foley and Frank the Clown. They go live on social media as Francis introduced his phenomenal guest himself. Now, I quite like this kind of stuff. The only thing for me is I felt it was a little bit long.
I hated Hulk Hogan like Roddy Piper. I hated Hulk Hogan before it was cool. That won me over straight away. That was fucking brilliant. Just I thought that was full pun intended. First class, right there.
It certainly was first class. It was a good segment.
Casey Navarro laughing his ass off.
Yeah, I know. It was a good segment, but it was just for me. It was just a little bit too long. Now,
yeah, it was a bit long, but it was worth it though. I thought
it was good.
Laughing,
it was good.
Laughing so much, and I just so into it. But it did. When you look back at it and think, oh, it did go on a bit longer than it should have. But it was.
The thing is, it was funny and it was good, but I just think it went on a couple of minutes too long. It was just a little bit too long. But anyway, that's fine. In a short but solid match, Lei Young Lee, who I've been absolutely championing big time because I think she's an amazing talent and we need to really use her a lot more, defeated Rosemary. Now, it wasn't a particularly long match, but I thought it was a solid match. Lei Ying Lee looked good. But after the match, Rosemary sprays mist, green mist, I might add, into the eyes of Lei Ying Lee. Oh my God, that's such a tongue twister. I'm just going to call her Lee, right? And that's it, Ying Lee. I'm going to call her Ying Lee. And yeah, so that was terrible, absolutely terrible moment there. But we'll see where this story goes. Obviously, there's going to be more to come from Rosemary and Lee in the coming weeks. Because obviously Lee's not going to be very happy that she's been sprayed with the mist. So we'll see where that goes. On a special edition of Death Machine TV, Sami Callihan is on the hunt for Mance Warner. He finds him backstage and the brawl is on.
We're going to be hunting dumbasses.
Yeah, we're hunting dumbasses today. I love the bit where he goes, give me the camera. And he's one of the best guys when it comes to using a camera.
Yeah.
Like, he knows what to do with a camera, mate, and he shoved it right up Mance Warner's ass.
It beat anything I've seen from The Rock and Chris Jericho with the camera. Just that bit alone was fucking brilliant.
Yeah. Give me the camera. Give me that camera. He shoved it up his ass. That's what he's going to do with it. Yeah, anyway. Again, another cool moment. I said it on the night. I love these segments. There's nothing wrong with any of these segments at all, other than I thought the first class one was a little bit long. I don't have any issues with these segments, but I just felt the entire show was a little bit segment heavy, especially for a live show.
Yeah.
I was expecting a little bit more action in the ring, shall we say. But there was a lot of further in the storylines, and I don't know. I just believe that some of this could have waited to tomorrow.
Yeah, but I think a lot of it was building up to NXT more as well, really. So that
some of it was
get as much hype in for this week as possible.
Yeah, no, definitely. Somerset, as usual, hates Rosemary matches.
Oh.
Tessa Blanchard demands the doctor's attention while he's attending to Ying Lee, referring to her as a mid-carder. Okay, making friends, Tessa. The doctor is having none of it. He's like, I'm sorting this lady out. I'll get to you when I'm done. We then hear from the Northern Armory after their leader, Eric Young, defeated Josh Alexander in his farewell match last week. Young claims that Judas Icarus and Travis Williams are pawns under Josh Alexander's leadership, but under his, they will be champions. Young says that he is the foundation and lifeblood and the gatekeeper of TNA.
Well, little argument there.
I totally agree.
Now we need James Storm to come back.
Yeah, definitely. Young is bold enough to ask Steve Maclin to join the ranks of the Northern Armory, but he's nowhere to be found. There you go.
Yeah, that was weird. I was at least expecting Maclin to come up the other side of the building or something and say something to Eric.
Absolutely nothing at all. No, he's ignoring Eric at the moment. He's not happy at all. Like he said last week or the week before, he wants nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
In a brilliant, well put together segment or vignette, or whatever you want to call it, Mustafa Ali interrupts an AA meeting to deliver a message to Mike Santana. I thought this was superb. This was superb, and you could see Mike was like he was literally foaming at the mouth.
Yeah.
Listening to this and trying to sort of kind of shut him out and ignore all of that stuff. But there you go. Yes, the doctor should be fired. But there you go. But I thought this segment was good. What did you think?
I thought it was brilliant. Just Mustafa Ali doing what he does best, upstages everyone wherever he can, whenever he can, making this all about him. And
it was good.
It really, really rubbed Santana up the wrong way, to put it very politely.
It certainly did. You could tell he was not happy. So JDC, with help of the usual, help as usual from the system, defeats Leon Slater in the no DQ. What were your thoughts on this one?
Swanton 450 through a table. That was insane.
That's it.
The height Leon Slater got on that is just incredible.
What more needs to be said?
And it's just he destroyed Kenny as well. I would love to see the full uncut match on YouTube.
Yeah,
I want to see how did JDC damage Kenny so much, and then you see Leon Slater completely destroyed him.
Yeah, he did. He literally tore Kenny apart. Yeah, literally pieces.
It's like Sandman spent a long time getting that guy back together already, and now they've just killed him again.
Just killed him, just destroyed him. After the match, of course, the system looked to add insult to injury when TNA World Tag Team Champions the Hardys stick up for their friend. Then NXT champion Oba Femi crosses the line to even the odds. Femi single-handedly takes out the system as X Division champion Moose retreats. I thought this was a great scene. I like the way that they sort of they're still building that tension between Moose and Femi, which is great. I like the fact that they're building an alliance between Leon and the Hardys as well. So that's all working well. Yeah, all going great guns at this point. Director of Authority, Santina Morella, announces that next week on Impact, it will be the System versus TNA World Tag Team Champions, the Hardys, and NXT champion Oba Femi in a 6-man tag team match.
That's going to be incredible.
It'd be good to see Oba, definitely.
Yeah.
We then get, now this is unbelievable, Tessa Blanchard is supposed to compete on Impact for the first time in 4 years, but she's not dressed for action. Blanchard says that she will not be wrestling tonight because the doctor had other priorities. She's confronted by Director of Authority Santina Morella, who demands that Blanchard wrestles next week or she's fired. Knockouts World Champion Masha is out, and she tells Blanchard that she hopes she isn't fired until she gets a chance to brutalize her. I love that bit. Slamovich offers to face Blanchard. Blanchard's scheduled opponent tonight, and it's on. Basically, KO Champion defeats Mila Moore. Quite convincingly, might I add. Exactly what you'd expect at that point, because obviously she's taken on an opponent that Blanchard's supposed to be facing, and Masha wanted to make short work of her in front of Tessa, obviously. After the match, of course, NXT's Cora Jade attacks Slamovich from behind, taking her out with Jaded. Jaded goes face to face with Blanchard on her way up the ramp. Director of Authority Santina Morella and liaison between NXT and TNA Ariana Grace announced that on March 14th at TNA Sacrifice, it will be Knockouts World Champion Masha Slamovich defending her title against NXT's Cora Jade. Again, NXT versus TNA is going to be a cracking match. I can't see Cora winning, but as far as I'm concerned, this is Masha's time to shine now. She has to shine. This is her time. She's waited and waited and waited, and now it's her time. And she's doing a great job. Now, they're interrupted by the personal concierge of, who demands a Knockouts World title tag match opportunity for Ash and Heather by evidence. After a non-legal competitor was pinned in their previous meeting with Spitfire. Santina makes it official with a special stipulation. If Spitfire wins, the personal concierge must serve Spitfire for 24 hours. If Ash and Heather by elegance win, Spitfire will serve them. Whoa. Oof. We've got some serious stuff here, haven't we?
Yeah.
That is a stipulation in half.
Yeah. That's going to be an interesting one.
I cannot see the Spitfire girls wanting to concierge for the Elegance girls. Can you?
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. I want to see if this could be the end of the personal concierge completely. If Ash and Heather don't win.
Unbelievable. I could see it happening, definitely.
Yeah.
I think it's going to add more insult to injury. I think that they're going to have to look after Spitfire. I'm pretty sure of that. He says, can we actually get a non-weapon match from Masha? She's too good just to be swinging chairs. No, I know what you're saying. I definitely get that. She is too good, and she's going to be on it with Cora Jade. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Ryan Nemeth announces that his big brother, Nick Nemeth, will return from suspension in 22 days at TNA Sacrifice. Of course, we all know why he was suspended.
I'm thinking, is he going to do this every week? Is he going to come out every week now and do like a countdown to Nemeth coming back? It's like,
my brother!
Oh, God, it was like, oh, no. I was just hoping someone would smack him, but no.
No,
they let him finish.
Anyway, it's main event time, and the TNA World Champion Joe Hendry, and of course the latest signing, apparently, Elijah. They eventually defeat the Colons to win the match together. Again, solid match. It wasn't groundbreaking. Certainly wasn't 5-star, but it was a good, solid match. And I enjoyed it. I didn't get bored. I enjoyed the match, and I hope we get to see lots more from both the Colons and Elijah in the future. I think they've got a lot to offer, from star power to ability in the ring, and of course their characters that they're rebuilding now. Good stuff. Joe Hendry and Elijah celebrate their victory as TNA Impact goes off air. Did you like the shot where they were sort of kind of looking across their faces, and you could see Joe kind of like giving Elijah the all-knowing man nod? Yeah.
Welcome to the family.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah,
I thought it was cool. So overall, it was a pretty solid show. It was a fun show. As I said, I think it was a little bit promo kind of heavy, but it was a good show. It was a good, solid show. I wasn't bored. I enjoyed it. I just would like to have seen a little bit more wrestling. Yeah. And that first class section was definitely too long. But anyway, we're looking forward to Impact on Thursday from Full Sail University. Apparently, Tessa is going to compete or she's going to get fired.
Yeah.
Who do you think her opponent's going to be?
Oh, do you want to know something?
It's probably going to be Alicia Edwards. Yeah, I would imagine it's going to be someone like that, or they're just going to bring in someone for Tessa to give a beatdown.
Yeah.
To be fair, they could use Alicia for that role, but they might just bring someone in from the Indies or something, someone local. I don't know, but either way, Tessa should be competing, or she's going to get fired. The Hardys and Oba Femi are going to be versus the System, obviously Moose, Eddie, and Brian Myers, I guess.
It will be Brian Myers.
Yeah, they're going to be facing them. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm really looking forward to this. Really, yeah. This is like, wow, must see match for me.
Well, I'm guessing that's the main event.
Yeah. If not, then I don't know what will be. But this is really one that grabbed my attention. I'm really looking forward to seeing Oba Femi and seeing what he can do.
Yeah. Well, we've also got Sami Callihan versus Mance Warner. Now, a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's a little bit early," but if you noticed, it's not it's just a bog standard.
Yeah,
wrestling match.
It's the beginning of like the.
Yeah, it's going to be a DQ, I'm sure, because one of them's going to go and get a chair or get something.
Yeah, Steph Lander's got a title too.
Maybe that's what happens. Steph will use a digital media title or something. I don't know. But it's going to end in disqualification, that's for sure. We've got Spitfire versus Bionicans. Again, we've just talked about that. Loser is the winner's concierge. We've got Frankie Kazarian versus Ace Austin. Now, Frankie obviously still carrying his cup.
Yeah.
It's call your shot. When is he gonna use this? He's only got it until the next time it comes around, right?
Yeah, he's got it until Bound for Glory. So, but I think next time TNA's in Las Vegas is when he's going to use it.
I think so too. Yeah, because that's his hometown, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably what's going to happen.
He put a huge prop up about coming back to Las Vegas and that being his hometown. And as soon as I saw that, I thought this is when he's going to start maybe cash it in.
Yeah, damn right. We've also got Mike Santana is going to be taken to the ring, and apparently he's going to be in action. They haven't announced who, but I did hear that Hammerstone made a return at the taping, so maybe it's Santana versus Hammerstone. That would certainly make Santana look strong. Taking out Hammerstone.
Good to see Hammerstone back to get back in the ring after the recent surgery, and that he's looking fantastic.
He does. He looks jacked as always. And we've also got scheduled Steve Maclin versus Casey Navarro. Again, I would imagine that's going to be a pretty good match. Those two have, I think, faced each other a few times before.
Yeah,
so they do know each other. So that should be a really good match. What do you think on that one?
I'm looking forward to it. Casey Navarro is going to wind Steve Maclin up so much. Well, you can see any backstage interaction they've had with the Maclins, and like, AJ Francis had to hold Casey Navarro back before.
He was pretending. Yeah, he was pretending to hold him back. Yeah, that was funny, that segment. But it should be good. I think I think the main event will obviously be the Hardys, the System. I think probably this bit. I don't know this. Probably the Tessa thing will be just before the main event, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And then obviously Sammy probably before that. Then I don't know. You probably Maclin KC will probably kick it off.
Yeah, I think it's a damn good match to kick off the whole show with, or Sammy and Mance one of those two will be a great match to kick everything off.
Yeah,
I think Kiss Makeup. Really, how you doing?
Hey Chris, thanks for joining us, mate. Anyway, guys, as Chris has joined us, that's about all we've got time for this week. Also, if you want to show your support for the TNI UK team, please feel free to super sticker us or head over to the prowrestlingtees.com total non-stop impact for some great shirts, or head over to our exclusive Spreadshirt merch store. Links, of course, are below. All your TNI shows are also available on audio only via SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to your favorite shows. I just want to mention that I'm at the moment I'm actually working on a brand spanking new gym wear or casual gym wear attire range of Bison by Design gear, which is going to be launched in the next couple of weeks. It's just a generalized launch. It's not necessarily for like wrestling based people or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's just something that I've been working on over the last couple of weeks. I've been putting together some cool designs, and I've got a really cool Bison skull design logo type scenario going on. So if anybody's interested in any of that stuff, I will be posting the link to that as well at some point. But I'm excited about it. I think it's going to go really well. So yeah, it should be really, really good. I'm looking forward to that. But where can we find you on the socials, Joe?
You can follow me on Twitter at JOK Empty Space. You can jump onto Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Look for hashtag Empty Space, hashtag Into the Void. Or if you fancy to secure your taste buds and your sense of humor, hashtag Daily Giggle. But approach with an open mind and just might keep your sanity.
Did we just get super stickered then? Did I miss that?
Yes, we did. Super sticker from Somerset Slammer.
Thank you, buddy. What did he say? Let me just read it. Let me just read that out quickly.
Yeah, I'll just pop it up again.
There we go. Super chat $4.99. Are the TNI guys concerned that with the new signings that we may be heading
into
some road
Hogan?
We went down. No, I don't think so, because I think if you think about the people that they're bringing in, they're quite choosy at the people they bring in. Hogan and Bischoff just basically brought in their mates.
Yeah.
Which, if you think about it, is just what Scott D'Amore did.
Yeah, Scott D'Amore did with a bit more brain behind it, though. You know, he brought in guys he could see would be working long term.
I get that, and that they weren't necessarily superly expensive, but obviously overpaid a few of them by all accounts. But what I'm seeing going forward is with TNA or with Anthem as such. They brought in a few guys. We've got Nemeth. We've got we've got Ryan Nemeth now as well. Obviously, we've got the Hardys, but they're not on long term. They're not going to be here. They're only here really till the end of the year, unless they re-sign again. You never know; they might do. Obviously, we've got Ash in, but again, I see Ash by Elegance now as a TNA knockout. She didn't really do much when she was in NXT. You know what I mean?
Anything she did got overlooked basically by everybody.
Exactly. Yeah, she didn't really do a lot there. So really, all the best work that she's done, all the in-ring work, all the character development stuff that she's been doing, it's all been here. So I see her as a knockout. I don't see her as anything else. Obviously, we've just now seen Elijah come in. But I think what people have to understand is that as much as we want to bring in, talent, and we brought Casey Navarro in, he's not a former WWE guy.
No, he was one of the must-have talents out there.
Yeah, we are signing people. We are signing others. Hammerstone, we've signed Hammerstone. Again, not WWE. Steve Maclin's re-signed, not a WWE guy. Santana's been signed, not a WWE guy. So
Leon Slater.
I think the people that we've been bringing in have a lot of potential for the future. But what we still have to think about is that we need star power on the roster to be doing the bigger venues.
Yeah.
Like you say, I said, are they? They brought the Colons in. They're looking at Deiress now, which is another British talent. Are they thinking now they could bring Deiress in? Is there a possibility that the UK tour is going to be announced soon? Are they possibly looking at going to Puerto Rico? Because we've got the likes of say Santana have been going to Puerto Rico recently. We've had Tasha Steelz going that way quite a lot recently, and now they're bringing in legitimate tag team that come from Puerto Rico. Are they planning on doing something in Puerto Rico? There are generally that you do get quite a lot of hints of things that they're possibly looking to do in the future. And here, what I find is that they're very they know what they're doing in the sense of, we'll bring these guys in and then we're going to go and we're going to do this.
Yeah.
There's a reason behind why they bring in who they bring in. It's not just he's the next toy I'm going to add to my list like they do, like TK does.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just bringing him. He's just been released. We'll bring him in, and it'll be fantastic for a couple of months. Get a bit of a buzz from that, and then we'll stick him in catering. It's kind of like, I don't know. Yeah, I think they do things very, very differently. I'd be very surprised if they've signed Elijah, then they do something very cool with him.
Yeah.
Because he's got so much there. Character. He's great in the ring. He's a top tier guy that they've brought in. So I'm all for it. I think there's a lot of work going on where they know where they're going. They know what they're doing. And I think we just need to trust the system if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But Joe, where can we find you on the socials, bud?
I ran through the socials on my end, but I can do it again if you guys want me to too.
Of course you did. If you want to follow TNI on the socials, at We Talk Impact is where you'll find us on every single social media going. If you want to find out more about the Bison, at Lord Bison 45 is where you'll find me on the X. That's where you'll find me. And if you want to find me on TikTok, at Bison by Design. Don't forget, like I said, I am in the process of working on a new project of Bison by Design gym gear. So look out for that. I'd really, really appreciate your support. Banding that around once that sort of kind of comes out. You don't have to buy it, but spread the word. Get it out there if you see it. It'd be amazing. But please take the time to help us out moving up the rankings on YouTube by giving us a thumbs up. And if you're new to us and you like what you see, then please consider hitting that subscribe button. And of course, don't forget to give the bell a tickle, a squeeze, or of course a smash to never miss any of the content, TNA related content coming out from the TNI UK and US teams each and every week. Obviously, we're now doing a little bit on NXT as well. J-Bone and Bill, I believe, was doing a bit of NXT stuff last night, which is great. And I think they're starting to do that more regularly. So don't forget to get involved in that as well. Obviously, they just really focus on the TNA stuff, which is great. With all that said, I've been Bison. He's been, of course, the incredible Joker. And this has been episode 219 of Impacted. Take care, guys.
Take care, guys.